Well, welcome back to Shave My Peg Leg. I appreciate you being here. If it's your first time, welcome. Alright, I know it's been a week, guys. I had to let this heal. It was worse than I thought. I had to let that heal. And now I decided, I got a week's worth of growth. What do you use? You use a very efficient or aggressive razor, right, to take it off. No, we're not going to do that today. The Vikings Blade Godfather. It is sold by them as either extra mild or very mild. I can't remember which. It's probably the mildest razor shaver on the market right now. I'm sweating my ass off in here with a fan blowing on me. We're going to take a week's worth of growth off with this. The mildest razor out there. But if you could use the mildest razor on a week's worth of growth, how do you compensate for that? Don't mind this. Is that better? Use one of these. I don't use feathers that often. I've got them, yes. This, as a matter of fact, this is the only pack I've got, and I had to take it out of the cellophane to get a blade out of it. So, brand new feather. My beard is not coarse enough. I don't have that really wire tight growth that some guys do that they need a feather. I do not need a feather. So I have them for occasions, but I don't use them often. The soap. We're going to wake the razor up with that. Is Razorock Lime Label. This is a soap that Ben over at Soap Thing Project sent me. In that box of tons of soaps. I can't read that label. I'm trying to see if it's a tallow soap or not. I don't know. You'll have to look it up. I cannot read much of that. I'm looking. Actually, I don't. It might be there. I just don't see tallow or sodium tallowate. Sodium palmate, potassium, saturated potassium, sodium. I don't see it. I don't see tallowate on there, so it may not be. From the looks of it, I don't think it is, but it might be. I can't verify either way. So, either way, got it in a stainless steel bowl. I took this, and I just went like this around the edge and shaved pieces off and flaked them into my bowl. And then I put a little water on them to loosen them up, soften them up, so that I could press them down, and I needed more water. But we're going to try and lather it anyways with my no-name 22mm Badger brush with the chrome-plated handle. It is metal. This thing's heavy. So we went with an all-silver or reflective metal shave. Because stainless steel bowl, chrome plated handle on the shave brush, chrome plated razor. Yay! I just knocked the excess water off this brush. I went in with it wet, and we're getting lather. I like this little bowl. It fits right in my hand nicely. It's lathering up rather well. I might actually have too much soap in here. So how's everything been going, guys? It's been a week, yes. I had to let my face heal. Yeah, we got hit by that storm. We got the outer bands of it. It didn't hit us directly. We didn't get the eye. We got the outer bands. But let me tell you what, I don't know what the wind gusts were. I never bothered to check. All I know is it was windier and shit. And my porch completely flooded. Now, from the road to my house is a very, very slight incline. And I went up that, flooded my porch till it was ankle deep. And it came in quick too. And my garbage cans didn't have enough in them to keep them from floating away. So I got up to go inside. I called the wife, told her to bring me another pair of socks and another pair of shoes to the door because I wasn't walking in the house with wet shoes. Plus I had to take my legs off and empty my feet out because I know the water was in my feet. For you that do not know, I'm a double amputee below the knee, have artificial legs. So anyways, I get up to go to the door and I look, and out in the middle of the street are my garbage cans on their sides, filling up with water and sinking in the street. So my feet are already wet. What the hell? I trudged out into the street. That's what we got. And we got a nice amount of it that we're going to apply to this mug of mine. So I trudged out into the street, grabbed the cans. Yeah, it's grabbed my cans, brought them back. Lifting the big one up was a pain in the ass because, like I said, they were filling up with water. The small one was empty. I had something sitting on top of it, but there was too much buoyancy and it knocked it off, so it floated out. The small one was empty. That was easy. I got that one picked up, no problem. Brought that one in, and I went for the big one. That's the one the park gives you. That the truck can lift it so the guys don't have to do it. And that was a pain in the ass lifting it up with no legs. I didn't have the calves to do it. It was a pain. I got it up and then wheeling it back when it's had a good 7-8 gallons worth of water in it. Wheeling it back up through the water, in the rain, in the wind, trying to hold my balance and get it brought back up. Once I got it back up, it was fine because now it had 7-8 gallons of water in it. It wasn't going no place. Got that done, and then I went and changed my legs. I found out one thing though during all this: my feet will hold about a quart of water. Because when I took my leg off and dumped my ankle goes into a plastic foot, and it's all open around where the ankle goes in. A good quart of water came out of each foot. Vikings Blade Godfather with a brand new feather blade. Let's see what we got. Will it take off a week's worth of growth? What do you think? Nifty. Then the next day we caught the outer bands, the real farther away ones, as it was moving farther north, and it would be bright and sunny. You wouldn't know it rained a drop for about 10-12 minutes, and then boom, as the rain band came in. But it would only rain for 5-6 minutes, and then you get 10 to 12 minutes of nice clear weather. Funny thing is though, the porch filled up with water. My porch is enclosed, but the enclosure is solid metal tin plate around the bottom, and then you got the aluminum rails, and then the screen goes up. It's not caulked off or anything, so water can flow in, around it, through it, whatever. And within an hour of it filling up, half of it was gone. It was already seeping out. And that's when I found out from another neighbor that the guy that works in the park, he was walking around with a rake and raking out the drains, and he had done the one farther up the street. He might have come down and done ours. I wasn't out there the whole time, and I didn't see him. So, but he raked out the drains because they were clogged with shit, and the water started flowing. Just a mess. A lot of wind, a lot of rain. Some trees fell down. I don't know if anybody's trailer got hit, but there was a lot of tree limbs down. Guys, can you see that? That's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good for being an extra mild razor. Hang on, I gotta add some water to this. This thing is not full enough. Sorry, I hate the sound of running water on videos, but there you go. I don't know why, I just do. I've learned to live with it. I'm not going to piss and moan and cry and bitch. And try and get the law changed, but that's my quirk. I'll deal with it. That's a good slick soap. Residual's okay. But you gotta remember, I do have a fan that's blowing 70% on me right now, so that's what got this so much. That's what dried the soap out, is I had the fan blowing directly on my face, where I usually have it blowing this way more or that way more. I had it blowing, it was so hot that day, I had it blowing directly on me. That's pretty good, guys. I don't know if I'm going to get BBS, but I'll get a damn fine shave. Yeah, it was a mess. But what can you do? It's part of living in Florida. The fun part about a hurricane, if you don't live anywhere near hurricanes, is the tornado watches that come with them. Not only do you have hurricanes, you get tornadoes too. Why don't we have some real fun and throw some frickin' earthquakes in with them, huh? Can you see that? One of her hairs. This whole shave. And now it shows up. It had to blow off the pan. She's shedding. I'm just glad my brushes don't shed like she does. Guys, is it BBS? No. Is it a damn good shave? Yeah, it is. So, a mild razor with a sharper blade can remove a week's worth of growth. Now, if you're one of those that has a wire brush beard or facial hair, probably not. You probably wouldn't buy that razor in the first place, because that would just be way too mild for you. Why waste the soap, right? We're just gonna do all the cleanup at once, do all the after the post shave and everything at once. How about that? Okay. I'm puffing my cheeks again to shave my head. So I came in tonight and I'm getting ready to set up to take the picture for the icon for the shave. Right? I'm ready to take the picture. I pull out my second drawer down here, which is where I keep the black towel that you see as my background for my pictures. Okay. And I can't pull the drawer out too far. Only a few inches. Like, what the hell? And I look in there, and normally everything's near the top, and the towel's kind of laying right on the top, and it closes without having to push everything down, but it's right there. You know, it's full. And everything's halfway down the drawer. I'm like, what the hell happened here? What the hell? So I start pulling stuff out. I pull the bottom drawer out with the second drawer so I can open it up. I'm looking down in it and I'm like, okay. The bottom of the drawer fell out. Collapsed. And dropped down into the bottom. The third drawer, the bottom drawer. See? That's the drawer. You see what it's held in with? Flipping staples. You mean to tell me it costs too much to put 6, 8 screws with little bitty washers in that? It costs too much to do that? You had to use staples? Now, if my wife used a lot of makeup and used that drawer, it would have collapsed a long time ago. I don't keep that much in there, and especially that much that's heavy, because it is a second shelf. Actually, all my heavy stuff is in the bottom shelf, which now I question its durability. But it's held all that heavy stuff this long, so I suspect it will hold. And if it doesn't, I will do what I'm going to do with this drawer tonight when I get done with my shave, when I go out on the porch. I'm going to get out my box of screws, my box of washers, and a screwdriver. Take my wood screws, put a washer on them, and screw them into that, and make it safe, sound, and productive. These little thin strips of metal were supposed to hold some weight. Those holes are bigger than the staples actually because they pulled through. I don't know if you guys saw that. My dog just walked by. Because as you gentlemen that have women, and my ex was like this, has every beauty product known to womanhood, invented by man for womanhood, you know that drawer, that base plate for that drawer would never have held. Never. They've got so many bottles of shit. And you've seen the pictures, you know, the memes about the women complain about you left the toilet seat up again, and they show the picture of the bathroom counter, and it's stacked 18 inches deep with all kinds of women's cosmetics and shit all over the place. There's not even a room to put your toothbrush on the counter. Yeah, okay, that was my ex. My current wife is not like that. She uses makeup very sparingly, which I appreciate. Not because of the counter space, but I just, if you good looking without the makeup, you don't need the makeup. You know what I mean? She wears it very sparingly, like when we go out, just as an enhancement, not to catfish. Not to make herself look different than what she does. Which I can appreciate and approve of that. I'm shaving. What you want, baby? Alright. Sorry guys, that was her. Yeah, that razor's just a little too mild for the channel of my head. I want to make sure I get it. Alright guys, that's a good shave. I got my little rough spots here, but I'm going to let them slide because I don't think it will get them because it is such a mild razor. I did get myself right there. I knew I did. I got bumpies right there. And I took them out with that feather blade. Not so much the razor, but that feather did it. Because I got this right here, and it didn't touch it. Okay. HomeLike shaving alum stick. Base first. Oh yeah, right there. Those two little bumpies. Nothing on that. Don't feel anything. Nothing on the cheeks. Absolutely nothing. I got some tingling here and here. Tingling. That's it. Nothing on the head. Well, nothing grows up here anyways. I got some tingling on the head. Nothing serious. So that's a good combination. The Vikings Blade Godfather. There's other razors, other names, the same design. I just happen to get that one. With a feather. It's a good combination. The feather wakes that very mild razor up. And allows you to get a good shave in. So if you like mild razors, but need to get some hair off, that would be the way to do it, gentlemen. It worked. Like I said, I am not BBS. I'm not going to try and chase BBS, but it is definitely a damn fine shave. It's real close to BBS. It really is. Some of you might call it BBS. I don't. Dickinson's Witch Hazel. Like I said, some of you might call that a BBS. That's another subjective thing. That lime scent, it's okay. I mean, it's a good scent. I like lime. But I think it might be a little old. Because it's not really that strong. It might have lost some of its potency, but I can't really say for sure because I didn't buy it new. I got it used. Well, it was brand new. He never used it. It had never been opened. But I don't know when he bought it. But it's got a lime scent to it. It's just not lime. But the lime and the coconut type lime. Okay. And I'm just going to use some Florida water with some floral and citrus in it for my aftershave. That really doesn't even have any lime in it. That's more an orange grapefruit. And Nivea Maximum Hydration. Same one I usually use. I'm going to put some Florida water in that. We're going to mix those two together. And we're going to call that a shave, gentlemen. The soap was okay. It was slick. It had decent post-shave slickness. It wasn't great, but it's hard for me to say it wasn't great because I got a fan blowing on me, okay? And that will dry it out. But when I added water to it, it came back. There was some definite post-shave slickness to it. This, with a feather blade, will get the job done on a week's worth of growth. If you don't have wire or iron filings for a beard, okay? If you got wire hairs for a beard, this, even with a feather, won't work for you. But if you've got normal hair growth with a feather, after a week, that will take it off. So, we didn't need an aggressive razor. We used one that was not aggressive, and we got the job done. So with that, I will say thank you all for showing up. I appreciate you being here. And I'm at 32 minutes again, but like I said, it's one video instead of two. So I could do 25 minutes today, shave my face, and 25 minutes tomorrow doing my head. So you get 32 minutes for both. All right, you all take care. Thank you very much for being here. Stay safe out there. Weather's crazy. Heat's crazy. Just take care. Enough of the babbling fat guy in the camera. You're in the chair next. Happy shaves out there, and take care, please.